Well, I got a story for y'all, if y'all would hear it. I call it the Bigfoots. Well, my story starts out in Berry Mountain, where lived these two boys, and their names was Ben and Rod. Now, these boys been hunting buddies many long years. But this one time, when they went out hunting, they went in some woods that they'd never been in before. They done sat down in the woods for about 3 hours, and they didn't hear nothing. So, it started getting dark. They packed up, and it was about to leave, until they heard this strange noise in the distance. It sounded something like this. Woo, woo. And they didn't know what to think. They both were real confused. Then Rod realized what this could mean. He heard legends and rumors of the mysterious Bigfoot that lived in the woods, far away from any civilization. No man had ever snapped a photo of these beasts, so he decided he'd be the first. Well, Rod's idea was to talk back to the Bigfoot. So he grabbed up a stick, knocked it on a tree, made the weird noise that the Bigfoot made. And it sounded something like this. Woo, woo. And it didn't take long for the Bigfoot to respond back. Woo, woo, woo. Well, Raw decided to ever so slowly creep towards him. He'd make the weird noises, and then he'd creep a little closer. He was getting closer and closer and closer. And this kept going on for a few minutes. Ben was back there, kind of thinking he was going nuts, but also kind of fascinated. Well, he kept on creeping till he knew the Bigfoot was right around the corner. And then he poked his head around the tree, and he found a 400-pound Indian man just lying there on the ground with a stick. He was real confused. He didn't know what to think. Ben knew who this was. He said, "What you out in the woods for? What you out in the woods for?" It was a man from the gas station. He responded something like this. It was pretty obvious that he got drunk at work and then wandered out into the woods. Ben and Rod both looked at each other. They knew what they had to do. They guided him to their truck, threw him up in the pickup bed, and then drove him on down to the gas station, because they just assumed that's where he lived. Moral of the story: if you hear some knocking on the trees and some noises following that when you're out hunting, might be a Bigfoot. Might also be a fat drunk guy who wandered out into the woods. You never know. The end.